While the world sleeps, a silent, seismic shift is already underway, hidden in plain sight within the final, fading hours of August. This is not merely the languid conclusion of a summer month, a passive waiting room for the drama of September to begin. It is, instead, the hidden ignition point, the crucial kindling before the blaze. The rare black moon on the 23rd was not a celestial footnote but a key turning in a cosmic lock, initiating a chain reaction that most have already dismissed, unaware that its true power lies not in a sudden explosion, but in a slow, deliberate, and pervasive unfurling. This week is charged with a potent, lingering energy, a reaction to that rare astronomical ignition, and it carries the immense, gathering weight of a reset that will define everything to come. These are the days of the real harvest, not of crops, but of the spirit, where every seed of intention planted in the spring, every risk taken, and every sacrifice made finally reveals its true form, showing you with unflinching clarity what has truly taken root in the soil of your life and what has withered in the shade of neglect. This is the universe's quiet, definitive inventory, a moment of profound reckoning that makes this week feel infinitely heavier than its calendar designation implies. It is a period that demands you look not toward the future for salvation, but directly at the foundations you have built in the present, forcing a stark realization of whether they are strong enough to carry you forward. The harvest does not ask for your readiness, it simply arrives, and in its wake, you are left with the undeniable evidence of what has been nourishing you and what has been draining you, a truth that, once seen, cannot be unseen. This clarity is then violently activated by the moon's alignment with Mars on the 26th, an aspect that is far more than a gentle nudge of motivation. It is a catalytic shove past the point of no return, a surge of electric confidence that incites confrontation, demolishes hesitation, and compels long stagnant words and actions to finally break free. This conjunction is the universe forcing your hand, a definitive page turn in the story of your year, ensuring there is no flipping back to the chapters of indecision and fear. Beneath the surface of these seemingly ordinary days, something massive is building, a gathering storm of cosmic significance. This week functions as the final, critical checkpoint before one of the most defining events of the year, a total lunar eclipse next month. That eclipse will not be a mere spectacle, it is a ground-shaking event that recalibrates lives, and these final August days are the universe's subtle, yet vital, test to see who is prepared to weather its force and who is not. This is the dress rehearsal for a revolution, a period where the script is being locked in and you are either consciously stepping into your role or being quietly written out of it. How you navigate the charged signals and pressing restlessness of this week will directly dictate whether you experience the coming shifts as a catastrophic collapse or a powerful launchpad into a new destiny. Yet, woven into this intensity is a paradoxical and vital gift, a last burst of untamed, reckless freedom, a soul-level permission slip to break your own rules before the disciplined structure of autumn solidifies. This is the spark before the solemnity, a final call to dance with spontaneity, to embrace mischief, and to seek adventure purely for the joy of it. It is the universe's balancing act, offering a moment of wild wisdom and chaotic celebration to fortify you for the serious work of harvest that lies ahead. To ignore this urge is to miss a crucial part of the cycle, the understanding that growth is not always born from quiet discipline, but often from laughter, bold ideas, and the courage to step off the well-worn path simply to see where it might lead. This entire atmosphere creates a phenomenon where the veil between the mundane and the meaningful grows dangerously thin. You may find the world speaking to you in a coded language of song lyrics, animal encounters, and repeating numbers, each feeling like a deliberate sign. This hypersynchronicity is a double-edged sword. While it can bring powerful breakthroughs and aligning insights, it can also lead to paralyzing overanalysis, where every flicker of reality is scrutinized for hidden meaning. The true lesson here is not to collect an endless series of omens, but to sharpen your discernment. In this liminal space, every sign is a mirror reflecting your inner state back at you. The same bird flight can signal freedom to one person and foreboding to another. The power lies not in the sign itself, but in your interpretation of it and the actions you choose to take from that place of heightened awareness. This week is also characterized by a peculiar and frustrating magic of almost. It is the job offer that hovers just out of reach, the confession that almost spills forth, the breakthrough that trembles on the precipice of reality but does not quite land. This is not a cruel joke but a divine test of faith and hunger, the universe winding the spring tighter to see how much effort you are truly willing to invest in the dreams you claim to desire. These near misses are not denials, they are confirmations of proximity, proof that what you seek is circling your orbit, building the momentum you will need to grasp it fully when the timing is perfect in September. It is about learning to live with burning anticipation and letting it fuel your resolve rather than break your spirit. This building pressure culminates on August 31st with the first quarter moon, a phase that acts as a psychological detonator. Often underestimated, this moon magnifies all the week's teasing energy and restless testing into an urgent, primal craving for revolution. It is the crisis point where passive acceptance becomes intolerable, where a deep, wordless knowing rises up to declare that something must change. This is the soul's alarm clock ringing at a deafening volume, creating the necessary friction to force action, whether it's overhauling a career, leaving a stagnant relationship, or simply tearing up a personal script that has long since expired. The craving it ignites is intentional and irreversible. Even the chaos that arises this week is not random, it is a coded message, a deliberate disruption meant to reroute you. Missed trains, canceled plans, and sudden conflicts are not misfortunes but patterns in disguise. Opportunities to ask what the universe is trying to show by breaking your comfortable patterns. This chaos is a masked order, a forceful teacher shouting to make you slow down and pay attention to the hidden realignment occurring beneath the surface of the mess. When you stop resisting and start listening, the chaos begins to look less like random noise and more like destiny carefully arranging its pieces. Perhaps the most profound guide through this threshold week is the most overlooked, your own shadow at dusk. In the liminal light, your shadow sharpens and stretches, not randomly, but toward the people, places, and possibilities your subconscious is truly drawn to or fears most. It is a compass of pure truth, pointing toward your hidden intentions with an honesty your conscious mind often avoids. To stand still at sunset and observe where your shadow leads is to receive a direct message from your deepest self, a clue to the desires you are too afraid to voice aloud. Ultimately, this week is a borderland, a final frontier between the past and the future. The air itself feels different, thick with potential and the weight of impending change. How you cross this threshold, what baggage you choose to carry and what you finally have the courage to release, will determine your passage into the transformative storms of September. This is the universe's last, quiet question before the volume is turned all the way up. Are you ready to step into the unknown, or will you cling to the familiar shores of a season that has already ended? The choice, though it feels silent, echoes forever.